Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music. Today is the return of Splatoon. This is Splatoon 2. We're going to be listening to two songs, but three videos. We're going to be checking out Tidal Rush. In parentheses, it says DJ Octavio featuring Callie versus Marie from the channel Dave's OSTs. And then we're going to be listening to Fly Octo Fly Ebb and Flow from the Octo expansion from channel The Marie Plushie. And then Fly Octo Fly Final Fest version from the channel Ghost, G-O-S-T. These are requested by That Great Guy 1, Anonymous, and Visorelle. It's been a while since I've done Splatoon, and I do remember hearing I Am Octavio a while ago, and it kind of stood out to me because it was very electronic and high energy. So let's see how these are connected. We're starting off with Tidal Rush. And I still don't know anything about these games or their lore, but apparently there's a lot of it. This is Tidal Rush. I don't know if I'm going to recognize any motifs, if there are any. Let's go. Interesting. I just noticed the O's are eyes. Has that always been like that? Let me see. Oh my god. This has been hiding in front of my face this whole time. Confused. Headbanging. I like that. This section right here is awesome sounding. This is so different. I'm guessing that's both Callie and Marie. I think this game has a lot of in-game pans, from what I recall. So maybe they're both singing up in front or something. I can see that. This part is sick. Yeah, and then the old school drum and bass, and the big dramatic cut in the song. Gonna be honest, I don't know what to say. I was just purely listening. My ears were fully engaged. And then as it was halfway over, I'm like, I haven't had a single thought this whole time besides, what am I listening to? Very strange and unique, weird. Those are just qualities. I'm not saying those are negative points or whatever. Not that I'm ranking these anyways, but I guess I kept thinking to myself, and I think I mean this. I don't know. Is I don't think I've ever heard anything like that. So not only was it a reaction to the song, but it was like a new experience, I guess. Obviously, I've heard similar genres, but this was like a blend of things. Like it's got this stamp of Splatoon on it, which is like the high voices. But then we had this kind of like drum and bass thing, and then the cuts in the song into like pulsating rhythms. But I was enjoying it, but I was just like, I have nothing to say. Let me think here, because it's not. I mean, you have to realize stuff like this doesn't happen every day. It's quite rare. I listen to new stuff all the time, but stuff that I've never experienced, that's a little out there. I mean, at this point, when I say that, everything's been done musically. So to hear something that sounds fresh and new, yeah, it's gonna stop me in my tracks, because I want answers immediately. Like, what is this? Where do they get inspired from? How do they create this? That kind of thing. Mind you, Splatoon has always been such a weird thing for me, because I know of the game. I'm aware of it. I know it's a big thing for Nintendo. But I've only seen it from like the outside looking in. I've always seen it as this sort of party game with painting colors all over the place. That's it. It seemed, and I don't mean this in any mean way or anything. I'm saying it as a casual from the outside. Obviously, I don't play these games. So seeing it from the outside, it looks like just this kind of whatever game that you play with your friends, and that's it. There's no, I don't think people are buying it for the story or something. This is what I see. And it's not like a judge a book by its cover thing. It's just, I truly, truly get like, oh, party game. Okay, cool. And party games have a specific, I don't know if it is a party game now that I think about it, but they have a specific place in the video game world. It's just like, turn it on, turn off your brain, and have fun. I'm not really sure that's the case here, because first of all, Splatoon videos get a lot of views on this channel. I'm aware that it's massive, but I'm starting to grasp the magnitude of it all, because I've seen in one of the videos I did, I forgot which one, there was like a live performance, and there was like full on, like they were dressed up and dancing. It's like, this is a big deal. It's kind of like a culture thing now. And yeah, it's its own entity, its own thing. And I'm starting to see why. I mean, I already thought the music was cool, but it's so varied. It's got like this punk rock thing. It's very happy, but there's also some weird stuff. This was pretty weird. We still have 2 more songs to go, but that was just really cool. That's all I really got. I guess I'm just confused. Like, I don't think. I think with every Splatoon video I do, I get more and more into the confusion bubble of what is actually happening. And that's kind of has its own charm, It's like there's not very many games on this channel that make me ponder everything that's happening, every single thing. I mean, damn! I just literally found out that there's eyeballs as far as the, I'm looking at it kind of far away, and it just looks like an O with the hole in the middle. But I'm like, oh, wait a minute, those look like eyes. So it's like this whole thing with it. I don't know how to explain it. Cool song. That was a great song, but yeah, okay. And now this looks interesting. I mean, look at the font. Octo expansion, that just screams 80s. Screams Tron and DeLoreans and all that. So, and then look at the color around the logo. I mean, something's up here. So this is Fly Octo Fly Ebb and Flow. I don't know if that's a pun or something. I don't know if it's gonna have any. I don't know. Let's just. Splatoon is a trip, man. Let's just see what happens. It's got a filter on the vocals now. It sounds a little more wavy. A lot of left and right stuff. A lot of stereo stuff. Are they gonna do that? Yeah. Okay. I figured that was coming. They set it up in the first one. I'm like, I bet you they're gonna do it on this second one. Vocals hard panned over here on the right. Over here now? Now I'm so curious as to what's happening here. That's a really catchy melody though. That's gonna get stuck in my head already. I'm not getting the vibes that I originally thought I was gonna get with the font. Well, kind of. The synths, kind of. This is cool and weird. I'm gonna have a question when this is over. Damn, that was a random shift. Whoa! Rare footage. That's a spoiler? It's a beautiful game though, like the graphics are great. I truly don't know what this game is about. Like, I get more and more confused each time. This I've seen before. I've seen that. I wonder if that song had anything to do with the footage or if it was just kind of like put together for a trailer. I'm gonna just go straight into the next one and then I'll talk about it. This is Final Fest version. Same song. Let's go into it. The song's already stuck in my head. Dun, 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 dun. That. Sounds exactly the same. Oh well, whatever. I don't know if it's any different yet. As of right now, it sounds like identical. You know what this reminds me of? That Katamari game that I did a while ago. Not too long ago. Like that just kind of fun, wacky adventure type of sound. Yeah, there's definitely like a flutter effect on the vocal. Man, that's catchy. Even though I have no idea what the hell they're saying. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Are they speaking in English? I think I've asked this before, actually. Or is it Japanese? Or a made-up language? Splatocalypse? What is Splatocalypse? You know what the... Ooh, that sounds cool. You know what this reminds me of? This gives me like a vibe, a certain vibe here, of like trailer, like a commercial or something. Yeah, it sounds a little bit like on the promotional side. Kind of grabs your attention right away. What is this? Oh, it's just so full of life and character though, like... So many characters. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure those last two songs were pretty much the same. Maybe identical, and we just heard it twice. So mind you, anything you're about to hear and hear me ask, I know nothing of this game. And yes, I'm aware I've had Splatoon videos before, and people have commented and answered stuff. But you also have to remember that as soon as I make a video, I move on to the next one. And so if it's been answered before, sorry. But I'm asking questions because I'm curious. That's why people ask questions, right? It's like, what is actually, so I'll find out again, but hopefully I can like retain a little bit more. But it seems like Splatoon is just, like I said, it seems like it's its own culture, its own thing. It's like what can I compare this to? Just kind of one of those things that transcend and becomes like merchandise and stuff like your Pokemons and what else? Like Fall Guys, kind of. I don't know if that's still a thing, but like remember like the whole beans, there were like a cultural impact. The Among Us guys with the legs and all that. But obviously Splatoon has hung around a lot longer than those. But I feel like it's one of those where like it's transcended. It's just like beyond a video game. It's like its own thing. Like even I heard of Splatoon before I started hearing the music. I've always heard of Splatoon. It's just kind of this thing that's huge, right? But now I think it's more huge than I think. And this sounds like a question I feel like I've asked this before, but I really don't know. But I feel like this is a way bigger deal outside of America. But that's what it feels like to me, And I don't know what I can compare that to or something, but I think just like the feeling that it gives me is that it's just bigger than what I think. These obviously have a lot of views on them. And between all three videos, we're looking at like 3.2 million views. And maybe it's just one of those things that like Nintendo holds dearly. And obviously it's doing well to get sequels and all that, but I guess I'm just like mesmerized by the whole thing. Because again, I was just really under the assumption that it's just like a meaningless party game. And again, I don't mean that in a mean way. It's just, that's what I got. I was just like, okay, whatever. But no, it feels like intimidating. And there's like so much thought put into it. It feels like the character, like everything from the character, the way they look. They have like, I can't confuse that with anyone else. I know those are Splatoon characters. The way they sound, I know those sound like Splatoon characters. Even the music. The music's a little harder to kind of narrow down to one game. But I think if you heard Splatoon music blind in a group of like 10 songs, I think you'd be able to tell which one is Splatoon, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of unique traits. And that's where I'm getting all these like, oh, this must be a big deal. Anyways, so excuse me, Splatoon fan. I'm just very, very outsider to this thing. Now this song, Fly Octo Fly, super catchy. That was extremely catchy. I thought it was originally going to be this. I thought it was really going to go like into this kind of synthwave thing, but no, If anything, maybe the keyboard chords were a little kind of reminiscent, but not really. Oh, another thing I was gonna ask too is the vocals seem to be a very big deal, right? It's like I guess they're singers, and there's a lot of that little whatever that is. My question is, two questions. Do they only talk? Do they only like open their mouths during songs, or is there like talking in game? And also, like, is it like a famous voice actor that just has been heavily? How I'm trying to how I'm gonna word this question. Like, is Splatoon based on anything? Is it original IP? It just came out of nowhere, or was it like a series somewhere, and then it got kind of turned into games? And is that voice actor known for like their actual acting or the modified? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things. Anything you can think of on the artistic side of Splatoon that I might ask, let me know, because I know you guys want to gush about these things, and because if you're watching these, you're a fan of these games, and you want to talk about other like-minded, or other you want to talk to other people that are like-minded on your hobbies. So it's gonna be fun rereading these and the old ones. But the only thing I'm really getting from Splatoon is just, for lack of a better word, it's very intimidating, and I feel like a lot of resources, time, development goes into it. Like the music especially. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like it's much larger than life, and I, you know, don't make assumptions, but I really just couldn't help it when I saw this game. You know, I just throw paint around. Apparently not. So, both very good songs. Both had very huge qualities that were unique. First one sounded unique as hell. The second one had a earworm. But both had the stereo left and right thing. So I don't know, man. I feel like I was like kind of like pushed into a corner and just, I don't know. Very cool though. Very cool. Nothing bad here. Just a whoa experience, I guess. You know, kind of out of body experience. Okay. Tidal Rush and Fly Octo Fly. I'm guessing they're connected. Octo, DJ Octavio, Octo. You know, let me know. Okay, I can't think of anything else. Thank you, that great guy, Anonymous and Visorelle, and feel free to dump all the lore once again to Splatoon. Yeah. Thank you to all my Patreon members, Platinum members. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.